So you're thinking about moving to the Port Charlotte area. Well, in today's video, we are actually going to be taking a deep dive into my computer where we are going to go over the map view of the Port Charlotte area, and I'm going to be showing you where the nearest beaches are, where the nearest hotspots are, where the best restaurants are, and so much more, and many things that you guys need to know about before you decide to make the move to the Port Charlotte area. So without further ado, let's jump in and let's get started. So now that we are into my computer, if this is your first time to my channel, I want to welcome you to my channel. And if you guys want to know everything about Sarasota or the Port Charlotte area, smash that subscribe button and also tap that little bell icon down below so that you guys get notified every single time we drop a video weekly. So let's jump in and let's talk a little bit about the Port Charlotte area. So when we're talking about the Port Charlotte area, we're going to be mainly talking about this area here, but also Port Charlotte does go off into this area. That's where the zip codes are. So we are going to be talking about all of this area as a whole, but from all the locations and everything, we will be focusing on the center of Port Charlotte. So now if you're looking for the closest beach, if you're living in Port Charlotte, if you move to Port Charlotte, your closest beach would be Don Pedro Island State Park, and that is located right here. And now if you're looking for grocery stores now there's a few different grocery store options you can choose from. There's a Walmart, there's a Target, and then of course there's always a bunch of Publix scattered throughout the Port Charlotte area. So you have a bunch of different options when it comes to grocery shopping. So now let's compare a little drive from downtown Sarasota to Fort Myers. So if you're living in Port Charlotte, if you want to go to downtown Sarasota, that is about a 1 hour drive. And now if you want to go to Fort Myers south, that is about a 40-minute drive. So it is a lot shorter drive to go to Fort Myers compared to downtown Sarasota. And if you want to know about Venice, and if you love going to Venice, going to the downtown shops, just enjoying the whole vibes that they have there, if you live in Port Charlotte, it will be about a 40-minute drive to downtown Venice. So it is about the same distance to Fort Myers. However, you will be sitting in a little bit more traffic and it will be a little bit slower going to Venice just because there's so many roads to go through. And if you're looking for the closest shopping, so now the closest shopping is going to be similar to our North Port video that we had. You can click here if you want to know more about the North Port area, but the nearest shopping in Port Charlotte would be the Port Charlotte Town Center Mall, which is over in this area. So it's about a 10-minute drive depending on where you are in Port Charlotte. So not too bad. And that's kind of where the bigger box retailers are. Obviously, there are other strip malls in the Port Charlotte area, but that is probably your biggest and go-to. And so now let's talk about the pros and cons of living in Port Charlotte, because I know that's what you guys are asking. So the biggest pros in Port Charlotte are that there's not many HOA communities compared to Sarasota, and home prices are cheaper. So this is what I love about Port Charlotte compared to if you were to live in Venice or Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, and up there, right? The home prices are a lot cheaper. You get more bang for your buck, and you do not have to live in a HOA community if you don't want to. Obviously, you can own your own land without being restricted by an HOA and things like that. And I know that's a huge selling point to a lot of you guys that are moving from other states. Now let's talk about the biggest cons. And I have mentioned this in my North Port video, so it's going to be kind of similar to the Port Charlotte area. But the biggest con for me, if you guys are moving to another city from another city where there's public utilities, then this will come kind of more as a shock to you, where in most of Port Charlotte, they do not have many public utilities. You have more public water, but you do not have very many public sewer options. And those public sewer option areas are going to be a little bit of a higher price point area. So to get around that, what people do is they put in a well, their very own well, and then they put in a septic system. So the well, some people love city water, so it's all personal preference to what you guys like. So before you guys decide to make a move to Port Charlotte, I'd recommend you guys check out the county utilities website, the Charlotte County Utilities website, and see where the water areas are. And of course, if you guys are looking for more information about that, I'm more than happy to give you that information as far as like where's the best place to go in Port Charlotte for public utilities. We can definitely chat more about that, but that is a huge con that a lot of people don't actually know about before they make the move here to Port Charlotte. Now, the second con is going to be towards if you're looking to build your very own home compared to if you were to buy a used home. So if you were to build your own home, you have to go through and buy a lot first, right? So the biggest thing that you need to look out for when you're buying a lot in the Port Charlotte area is that you do not buy in the scrub jay zone or the gopher tortoise zone. Now, these two animals are protected and endangered species in the area. So if they do find these types of scrub jays and gopher tortoises and you have to get them paid to remove, it could cost tens of thousands of dollars to get them removed. It all just depends on how many there are in there. So it's very important that you know your real estate agent, or if you want to work with me, I'm more than happy to show you the map of the scrub jay zones and the gopher tortoises, because we really have to keep an eye on that when you are looking to buy a vacant lot, because that really could drive down the value of your lot if you do not take care of it. Another con for me specifically in Port Charlotte is that there's just not as many amenities compared to if you were to live in Venice or Sarasota. So there are, pros and cons of each area, but if you're looking for more of the amenities, the shopping, the atmosphere and stuff like that, Port Charlotte is a little bit more further and far between as far as like houses go. And there's just not many like shopping malls and stuff like that if that's something that you're really into. So I would definitely take a look at that when you are looking to move to the Port Charlotte area. So now if you're living, or if you want to live in the Port Charlotte area and you want to know where the best schools are and stuff like that, so I'm going to refer to greatschools.org. This is not my personal opinion, but this is what they rated for the most top rated schools in the area. So let's start out with the elementary school. So the most highest rated elementary school in the Port Charlotte area is Liberty Elementary School, which is located right here when the center of Port Charlotte is right there. Now, if you have a kid that's in high school or soon to be in high school and looking for the best schools in the area of Port Charlotte, now, according to greatschools.org, the most or highest rated high school is the Port Charlotte High School area. So that wraps up today's video about the Port Charlotte area. I hope you guys got a ton of valuable information from that. And whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, we are here to help you guys. Like I mentioned, our specialty is helping out-of-state buyers just like yourself make the move as smooth as possible. And if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, you can reach out to me by calling me, texting me, or emailing me. I always love to hear from you guys. And if you guys just want to comment about this video, just put them in the comment section down below. I'm always happy to respond to every single one of you guys. But until next time, I hope to see you guys all on my next video.